As we close in on the Kenobi show, Marvel's new Obi-Wan comic written by Christopher Cantwell has released and may give us some insight on what Obi-Wan was doing after the events of the show. Issue 1 opens up with Obi-Wan making his way across the Dune Sea, worried about a storm that's approaching. But from the first page alone, I'm already becoming more interested in Tatooine as Obi-Wan says, "In all my time on this planet, I've witnessed rain only once." Obviously, there has to be some moisture since Tatooine is known for moisture farming, but it's so interesting to me that I've never thought about rain on Tatooine. But this opening page also lets us know that Obi-Wan came to Tatooine almost 20 years ago, implying that this story will take place just before the start of A New Hope. Obi-Wan returns to his hut and begins prepping for the coming sandstorm, and begins to worry as he takes note of the dark feeling that he can't seem to shake, a feeling of being alone that reminds him of his youth, giving us a flashback to the youngest portrayal of Obi-Wan we've ever seen, Youngling Obi-Wan, as he wakes up from a nightmare to find that his friend is out of bed. After going to look for her, Obi-Wan finds his friend Garen sitting outside on the temple walls. Garen explains that she has had a nightmare about her father suffering, and she can't help but feel that she has to go and rescue him. Obi-Wan tries to persuade her to stay by saying that they are supposed to leave for Ilum soon for the gathering and that Master Yoda could help. But Garen's mind is completely made up and she jumps from the temple wall, determined to find a way off planet. Obi-Wan quickly follows in pursuit, using the Force as best he can to guide him to Garen in the massive underground maze of Coruscant. Unfortunately, it doesn't do him much good as he accidentally comes across a group of thugs who close him in. Obi-Wan attempts to escape by using a Jedi mind trick, but the rest of the gang won't fall for it. Thankfully, Garen jumps in just in time to help Obi-Wan fight off the thugs and is able to introduce Obi-Wan to Nodris K, a Zabrak who happens to be the leader of those thugs that Garen met only an hour prior. Garen explains that she has secured a ride off-world by offering her Item Silver family heirloom, but Obi-Wan refuses to let Garen go alone and says he's going with her. Unfortunately, he lets slip that they're both Jedi younglings, and they are then taken hostage by the group as they realize that they would be worth something in Nodris' service. The younglings have other plans though, as they use the Force to break their bindings and make a hasty escape. Now that they're in the clear, Obi-Wan attempts to take Garen back to the temple, but her mind is still set on saving her father, leaving Obi-Wan to return to the temple alone. Upon returning, he finds Master Yoda waiting for him. He tells Master Yoda of Garen leaving, but Obi-Wan is handed a broom and ends up sweeping the halls of the temple as punishment for breaking curfew. Cutting back to Tatooine, Obi-Wan finishes his journal entry saying that he never saw Garen again, bringing us to the end of issue 1. This was a really strong start for a comic. If the rest of the issues are like this, then I will 100% be on board. This first issue gave me an EU Tales vibe, such as Tales from the Mos Eisley Cantina, except it's Tales from Obi-Wan Kenobi. There are so many stories that he could tell, and if this series is a small collection of that, then count me in for the ride. This is such a fresh take on the character, and I'm really enjoying it. The artwork by Ariel Anondito is flawless like always, and Cantwell's writing is very captivating. I will definitely continue with this series, but what are your thoughts? Let us know if you're reading Obi-Wan down in the comments, and let us know what you think. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe as well, and we hope to see you again very soon.